The stage is set. Her curse successful. She has returned. Spawn of Mary Sue, be afraid, for she is coming for you. Yeah, well, this is exactly where I pictured his daughter would live, because she's probably the gloomy, you know, dark, gothic type. However, she was betrayed by the one she thought was the true dark gothic one of her life, her destined partner. She was betrayed, and now she seeks to hunt her down and kill her in all her reincarnations. Oh, I guess Rajat made it creepy. Or she happened. Yeah, so let me just say this, I know exactly what Rajat looks like, I know pretty much everything about her, mostly because she was actually one of the few child characters who was spoiled before this game came out. She was actually shown in Famitsu scans, she was one of the only children of, well, Kana and her were the only two children who were shown, so she was actually used to demonstrate the child system, as was the Hayato and Orochi pairing, which is part of why I did it. Also, it's probably going to make her pretty good. So yeah, I do know quite a bit about her. So, of course, I know who she is a clone of. Here she is. Wow. Graves, faceless. This looks like an interesting map.
What?
She's betrayed us?
Huh?
Yeah, Hayato, should you really be praising that? Ah, and now she's perfected them. Summoning spells. Wonder what she's trying to do there. And there we go. That's our introduction to her. Yeah, that says quite a lot. And she looks pretty good with Orochi's hair color, actually. And yeah, she has the yandere nail-biting portrait. I think that's like... Yeah, does that creepy laugh convince you? Also looks like she's a diviner. I kind of expected her to be a dark mage, but yeah, they wouldn't give you one of those on Hoshidor. Yeah, Weirdest Nightmares is right. But she's got a reason for this. She needs an army if she's going to be able to kill Mary Sue's reincarnation when she inevitably emerges in this world.
Seriously?
And let's see now. Acid Bog. Okay, we got lots of acid bogs. What's our mission here? Rout the enemy, and we have some very, very good faceless with Pavese. Wow, you all have Pavese. What's this? Okay, we can neutralize the acid bogs with Kraken's Veins, just like the just like that other one, the one inside the dragon that was pathetically easy. So you all have. Okay, so the gimmick here is all of them have one skill, like in this group here. So you all have that. You all have Swordbreaker. Now, my guess is that they'll actually keep being summoned from graves, just like Leo's Paralog, which is probably why their stats are a little bit lower. Yeah, I can see Faceless coming from here, I guess. We also have... Yes! Rajat is so convinced that we are harboring the reincarnation of Mary Sue that she has become our enemy. We must fight her this time. Fortunately, she can't actually use her offspring seal as an enemy. And what she got? Ox Spirit and an Offspring Seal. So she's got decent speed, great magic and resistance though, and Rend Heaven. Okay, that's gonna be bad. Okay, well her skill's not bad. So, well, her skill is bad. I was meant to say bad, but yeah. What's her personal skill though? Vendetta. If attacking an enemy this unit previously fought in this battle, +4 damage dealt. Wow, my headcanon is true. She is out for vengeance. So yeah, she is out to get her revenge on the one who betrayed her, Mary Sue. even the slight chance that the reincarnation of Mary Sue walks amongst us, she will fight and kill us all. So, who to use here? Obviously Orochi. I guess maybe Sakura. So actually, Cardin and Moz were a little behind. I might want to actually use them. Kana, nope. We'll want to bring Selkie, though. Haven't used Takumi in a while, so I kind of want him and Oboro to maybe get a little bit more experience. And, Orochi's quite high level already, but I guess I have to use the two of them. Kagero or Saizo? Is anyone else low on experience? Well, Mitama is, but I'm not so sure about her. Oh, there's Setsuna as well. And Azuma. Oh, wait a minute. I said that I want to use Spear Ike in this chapter. Except that Hana's quite low on level, so... You know what? Totally Not Cordelia, you need to go ahead and meet Totally Not Tharja. Oh, by the way, yeah, a lot of people are actually quite surprised by how I pronounce the name of that character in Awakening. I'll explain more once I actually get into it, but first I want to decide who I want to bring. I guess, actually, more variety in unit type. Saizo and Asagi will go for this. And then if I'm bringing Kaldori, maybe Hana? Sorry, Hisame. And I wanted to bring Spear Ike, but he's already pretty decent in his own right. Yeah, see, yeah, this is kind of the issue. We're getting so many characters on Birthright that I really just don't know who to bring to every chapter. Right, now, you will have Pavi, so you're going to take quite a while to defeat, but... Uh-oh. Again, battery nearly ran out? Okay, so... I would quite like to get a Dragon's Vein off if I'm going there. Then again, the Acid Bog, the flyers can just kind of fly over it. Oh, right, and if Sakura's coming, she needs to take a bow. So you take that Bamboo Yumi. Okay, now we go. Right, let's see. I think this setup should be okay. Okay, let's go. And I know what music we're going to have, obviously. Yeah, we got this song. Okay, we can actually just go through the woods. I like the dark, ominous atmosphere this map has. How fitting for the return of the Grim Stalker. And you have a lot of defense. So at this point I'm going to have to... Well, you also don't have bad resistance either. Well, this is actually quite a dark map in terms of lighting. I hope this video looks fine. And this might not do much because it will only be... Yeah, your magic is bad. But I knew that Cardin was going to crit there for some reason.
Goodbye.
What? That's actually quite a... Yeah, that's an interesting crit quote. That kind of caught me by surprise. Now... Okay, yeah, Orochi does quite a lot more. But Hayato just doesn't do much at all. Well, I guess this is decent. Oh yeah, and I think all Faceless have 0 luck, so that's why I got such high crit rates on them.
I'm here too. Let's play.
And useless crit. And useless Pavis.
Beautiful, just like me.
And having a nap in the acid again. For some reason, Carden seems to like that. I don't know why, but I won't question it. Actually, I will question it, but it's not going to do much good. Okay, let's try, actually, buffing everyone in range. This will be good.
Let me help.
At this point, Kaldori is... I could go for the chopstick just for hilarity value, but I won't. At this point, Kaldori is basically like, oh, old friend, you're at it again, aren't you? I don't think anyone's even got hit yet. Actually, I just realized I'm using all of the Totally Not Awakening characters now, so that's actually pretty awesome. A lot of people like to pair Asuki and Rajat because Tharja and Gaius were actually the fastest... yeah, Gaius was actually Tharja's fastest support back in Awakening.
Look up, let's play.
I tire of
I had a feeling there was going to be a crit there too. Alternatively, you could pair Kaldori and Asuki, and then also Gaius and Cordelia in Awakening, and you could have a reincarnation romance there too. So, it works in a lot of ways. Or at least there are a lot of potential combinations. I want to Dragon's Vein that, though. Oh, Kamui's all the way over there. If I want to Dragon's Vein that, I need to use Takumi. Dragon's Vein! That's like an Ice Dragon Vein, though, isn't it? That's interesting. The ones that got rid of the acid in the inside of the dragon were Earth Dragon Veins, I think. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's a Takumi's dual attack.
I'll back you up.
And by back up, he means
Oh, that's it.
Unleash Devastation. And that there, I think, is the crit quote that he shares with all of his retainers. Oh, you jerk! You jerk! I almost had you there, but you just had to do that, didn't you? However, I have a Wakizashi!
Phew.
And now, guess what? No, I don't have... Yeah, okay, I do have it. Guess what I have now? A terrible level up, but also Astra. Which is hopefully going to maybe make her a little bit better. Might help her one-round things. Basically, if she doesn't one-round things, she basically kind of is going to die, so... Good idea if she one-rounds things. You are not equipping the Bamboo Yumi. Equip that, please. Meanwhile, Sing with me a song. Not curing his possession this time, but curing... Oh, I just realized about Takumi being able to... This is going to be fun. Yeah, he can freely move through forests, so I'm going to have him on the forest patrol. The only enemies are still up there. Actually, you know what this map really reminds me of? The forest, the Serena's forest from Path of Radiance. It really does look like it. Oh no, don't you all go for Takumi. I know you want to blame him, but seriously. Okay, that's a lot. And there are going to be reinforcements, aren't they? Oh, or she summons another one every... Or she just rallied, and that thing was already there anyway. Can't hard to tell. Okay, there's a... All those faces are kind of approaching us at the exact same time, so I want to divert their numbers right now. Axe Breaker, okay. Okay, let's try to divert their numbers, hopefully. I think actually Azura may work here. Let's see if I can get Kaldori all the way up to the top so she can divert them up there. So she can fly her ram Pegasus up there. Okay, hopefully... Her defense is not great, but... Okay, she will get hit by quite a few Faceless up there. But she can go there, which is probably a little bit safer. That's not a poison bog, is it? No, it's not. Okay, that's good. And you can't hurt her at all. Excellent. So I know who's going on the front lines now.
I'm coming with you. Glad to help.
This music doesn't really suit the map here, though. Like, I think this map suits Vanity Judge more than anything else, but we're not getting Vanity Judge here. Oh yeah, and you have great movement in forest terrain as well. For some reason, Mozu has been a bit strength screwed for me. She's not having very much offense. I mean, her speed's great, though. As much as I hate to defeat the armies that Rajat has summoned to defeat Mary Sue, we kind of have to, because otherwise they're going to kill us all.
Okay.
I knew my no-hit run was going to run out sooner or later. And Aptitude Fox time! Actually, apparently Selkie and Rajat is actually a pretty good, a pretty nice, support. Apparently she still stalks her, but she just wants to be her friend. Okay, let's have you kind of swing around here. We just don't want too many Faceless to go after... Yeah, I guess Sizor's the one who should be tanking there. Don't know exactly why I equipped that, of all things, but... Meanwhile, these two will go here. And Cardin will, Okay, Takumi can already potentially Dragon's Vein that, so... Although you are kind of our only healer, I just realized... Oh, except for Kamui. Kamui can heal. And he actually, now that I think about it, Convoy that dumpling rod might not actually be such a bad idea. So you'll go down there then. It's weird, she used the rally at the end of the turn last time, and now at the beginning of the turn... Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. I don't think that... Yeah, Kaldori can really handle these guys on her own. But really, she was mainly meant to distract them and not actually tank them. The one who was meant to tank them, that was a Boro.
How dare you!
You shouldn't have done that.
No, you shouldn't have. Red Heaven!
It looks like a win.
Yeah, Red Heaven, much better for physical attacks on these guys than for magic. That's the thing. I think I said this before. I don't think Red Heaven is nearly as useful for mages than these physical attackers. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. And she's now behind him. It, more like. Her stats are kind of nice and all-round balanced at this point.
I smell trouble.
Don't think she'll be as defensively focused as she would be as a Spearmaster, but I have Spear Ike for that. It's kind of funny, like here you don't see much fog, and then sometimes the camera pans out to the fog, and then everything becomes all foggy.
You're gonna need stitches.
Red Heaven! And again.
Snow last season.
Yeah, okay, Red Heaven's amazing. I'm glad I gave Avoro that skill. Now, and you clearly have Lancebreaker. Like, there's no other explanation for that.
How dare you!
At least, I don't do anything. At least, like, you don't do anything.
That's
Oh, that's gonna miss, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it. So yeah, Red Heaven can still miss. Uh-oh. Okay, I hope some of them go down. Don't seem to be any more enemies being summoned, though, which is interesting. Right, now we've got to make sure that we don't get attacked too much down there. This really reminds me of the Serenus Forest maps, actually, though. Like, it seriously looks so much like it. And that does... I knew, like, something about this map was making me happy, and that was it.
You underestimated me.
Speaking of which, Red Heaven! Which... Oh, really? Just goes to show how, yeah, Red Heaven is not good against these guys. They just have... with a magic user. Okay, which one of the spirits boosts defense? Speed +1, res +1, defense and res +1. Okay, so Sheep Spirit.
Here we go.
And she crit, didn't she? Yes, she did.
You've upset me.
Yes, you have, obviously. Then again, I don't think Rajat realizes she's sending Faceless to attack her mother. I imagine Rajat looking similar to that, but with less, with much more speed. So, like, essentially less not speed, which is kind of a weird way to put it, but that's the best way I can say it. Okay. I am taking you out.
Beautiful and deadly.
So yeah, Faceless like getting crit in the face.
Problem solved.
Thankfully, these ones give decent experience, unlike some of the other Faceless I've been fighting. And that's not actually a kill, is it? Just realized that. Unless she crits. Please crit. I just realized I'd really love to have Mozu get Red Heaven, that'd be awesome.
I can do this.
And there's the crit.
That went well.
I wonder if she could get Ren Heaven. She could technically A+ support somebody who has access to the class, maybe. And yeah, fail. Well, you do double with Sizor's Star. And yeah, I guess he does need experience a little more
What now?
than his son. You know what would actually be really cool to actually fight Rajat with Asugi? But it would make sense too, because he's a kind of a bit of a mage killer in terms of his stat distribution. Or I could fight her with Kaldore, but I don't know about that. And also, last time I had Hana fight a bunch of Faceless on Woods, it did not end well at all. But I could try this time. I don't foresee this ending well, but let's try.
I'm here too.
Come on, Astra. Come on, Astra. There we go.
Prepare yourself.
I'm Wait a second, does every single hit of Astra give you 2 to your guard gauge?
You put up a good fight.
No, you didn't, but I'm glad for that. It's a shame that her fearsome blow just... For some reason I found that just doesn't really do much most of the time. And yeah, Rat Spirit on Oboro is still completely useless. Oh yeah, you need to die. Oh, he's in an acid bog. Oh, I was about to say, yeah, I can have her finish it, and then, whoops, nope, that's not going to work at all. So I need to do it with Kamui. That feel when the Noble Yato is actually not the best weapon that you have because your speed is terrible. Because you got RNG screwed.
That went well.
Your growths, however, have not been going well. Okay, that's
You'll be all right.
right, I guess, but just... Yeah, really, it's like, that speed this late in the game is not so good. Definitely seeing that luck boon, though. He's got a lot of luck, but again... I was watching, just for the earlier chapters, because I mean, you know, no spoilers, because I've already played them, but, I was watching a bit of Mangs's. He's making some, like, conquest guides for, newcomers to the series. They're actually quite good, but I was just looking at them just out of curiosity, just to see, like, the kind of things that he'd say about those chapters. And, something that was interesting that I found was that, something he said that I very much agree with is that this is a really good way to word it. Luck is point for point one of the least important stats in Fire Emblem. What that kind of means is that... You have Lance Breaker as well. What that kind of means is that, yeah, like, each individual point of luck does not matter as much as each individual point of other stats. Like, having a lot of luck helps your evasion quite a bit. Having very, very low luck means you get critical very often, and it will hurt your evasion. But really, each individual point of luck is not as important overall as the other stats. Like, each individual point of defense is amazing because it equates to 1 less damage you're taking. Each individual point of, and your delayed cuff breaking, of, like, strength is 1 more damage that you do. Skill adds to your crit rate and your hit rate, which overall is actually quite important in this game because hit rates are less high than they used to be. Resistance, yeah, and magic, same thing as, like, physical damage for magic. And HP, you know, an increase of 1 point in HP can mean the difference between life and death. But luck doesn't really affect much unless you have a lot of it. So, yeah. That's why luck is definitely the best stat to pick as Bane, and probably the worst stat to pick as Moon. I was hoping you get strength, that was good. And I guess I should probably remember to talk about, yeah, you know what? She's gonna die, isn't she? About the pronunciation of... Yeah, what is it with Hana's luck? I know she has a bad luck stat as well, so that's probably contributing as well, but still. So, she is most likely going to get hit by this and die, and if she does... Vantage. No. Oh, and that actually gave her the guard gauge, so she's not going to die. Okay, I think that's actually Sakura's special quote. Okay, now I'll stop skirting the issue. So the pronunciation of the name of this character from Awakening, and I'm really surprised there've been no... Why did I have to open my big mouth? Oh, I'm really surprised there've been no reinforcements. Of course. Of course. And I thought there'd been an Aki's group. Anyway, like I was saying, I keep getting distracted. Is that, yeah, so the name of that stalker from Awakening, who this character totally isn't. So, in the Japanese version, it was Tharja. Tharja. And, yeah, written like that, although not always spelled that way. The spelling of this character's name in the Japanese version, because all the Totally Not Awakening characters are anagrams even in the Japanese version, it's kind of weird. I get a lot of people telling me, wow, fun fact, these characters' names are actually anagrams of the Awakening characters, and my reaction is, no duh, I thought that was pretty obvious. But, anyway, so, yeah, in the Japanese version, she was Shara, which is kind of like a semi-acronym of... It's weird, they acronymed the official Romanizations and not the actual Japanese names. So it feels kind of weird sometimes how, like, for example, Asaki's Japanese name is Gray or Gray, which is because his name is Gaia, or yeah, Gaia got changed to Gaius in the English version because feminine name, yeah, probably didn't realize in Japan that Gaia is a feminine name, but it got changed to Gaius in the English version, but he was Gaia in Japanese. Now, for some reason, they decided that the official Romanization of Gaia was Guer or something like that, which is really, really weird. It's kind of like how, it's kind of like Plusle in the Pokemon games. It's clearly Plusle in Japanese as well, but its official Romanization is Prasal. there's also issues like Mainetric being Rai Boruto, which most people think is Rybolt, but its official romanization is Livolt, which actually still makes sense. But I'm going off topic here.
Nice playing with ya.
So basically, her name is technically like Ciala in, like Ciala in Japanese, and it's spelled as, in Japanese characters, Shara. But in the localization, of course, that character went from Saria to being spelled Tharja. Now, many people really get on my case for not pronouncing it Tharja.
Too much fun.
I hear some people pronounce it Tharja. Personally, though, I think it's still meant to be pronounced like the Japanese name. The Japanese name is Saria, and S, like the Sa and Tha, are the same in Japanese. S and TH, there's no distinction. So, for that, I get Tharja. And yes, I'm pronouncing the J like a Y, which I had a teacher in my preschool who had a name that, yeah, had a J in it that was pronounced like a Y, so I actually thought that made sense doing that. But for some reason, a lot of people tell me that it's supposed to be Tharja, and that I'm totally getting it wrong.
Just desserts.
Oh yes, that's awesome. But to me, I've never really believed in the idea of canonical pronunciation of anything. The main reason being is that, well, firstly, a lot of quote-unquote canonical pronunciations of Pokemon names are stupid. Like today, for some reason, I learned that Skiddo, which is obviously meant to be a pun on Kiddo, you know what you call kids, the pre-evolution of Go-Go, is apparently canonically pronounced Skidoo,
We're finished.
even though it's not a double O. And then there's other weird stuff, like Ferroseed is apparently officially pronounced Ferroseed, but Ferrothorn, its evolved form, despite being a pun on the same thing, is pronounced Ferrothorn, which makes no sense to me. So, yeah, I call them Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. And it's just...
I owe you one.
First use the dumpling rod as well. So, the thing is that the reason why I think that the whole idea of canonical pronunciation kind of falls apart is that people with different accents and in different regions will pronounce things differently. And most quote-unquote canonical pronunciations tend to only work if you're American, I've found. Like particularly like with, there's a Pokemon that is quote-unquote canonically pronounced, well, not canonically, but at least the PBR announcer calls it Badoo. But I say Budgew, because, we pronounce Dew, D-E-W, as Dew in Australia and not Do. And there's a lot of other things like that. No, I would have liked to crit there. It's also a little bit awkward for me because you have, like, things like Buizel, which is clearly a pun on the American spelling of buoy and weasel. The problem with that is that, yeah, in non-American English, we pronounce the kind of floaty thing that you find in the water as boy. Even though it's spelt with a U, we pronounce it as boy. Probably from buoyancy. So...
I must train harder.
yeah, to me, that Pokemon should be pronounced Buizel, but that loses the pun. It's also like the lowest form of Gengar, so yeah, it's clearly a pun on gas and the word ghastly, as in like shocking or horrifying. But of course, as you can tell there, I pronounce that as ghastly, not ghastly, so the pun is completely lost. So yeah, for some weird reason, this episode's been a lesson on how I pronounce things differently and stuff, and I am so glad you didn't crit there, or you would have been dead. Anyway. So yeah, just kind of a thing there. Don't really know what else to say about that, really. It's just always something that I found kind of interesting. Then again, another thing about canonical pronunciation is often it's inconsistent within the canon itself. Like, of course,
Goodbye.
I still love that. Reminds me a lot of Axel when he does that actually quite terrifying thing that he does to Vexen in Chain of Memories.
Your time is at an end.
But, And I completely lost my... Oh, yeah. Like how the whole Arceus scandal. Yeah, so Pokemon Battle Revolution says Arceus, the anime says Arceus. I still prefer Arceus because that's closer to the Japanese. And that's another thing that I will say. Very often I say when something can be pronounced like it's Japanese katakana, I do pronounce it that way. That's mostly because I study Japanese, but it's also because... Really? Curse you, Aggies. But that's also because, how can I really put this? I want you to get more experience, but I also would like... I kind of, again, had a mental blank out there. Yeah, okay, I brought my train of thought back again. So, the reason why I do that is because one thing that I like about Japanese, and to me this is the real beauty of Japanese as a language to me, is that every character is always pronounced one way. There is no ambiguity in pronunciation ever. You see like a sa, it's pronounced sa. You see a she, it's pronounced she. Pronunciation never really changes, except if you add a different character to things like that. It's all really logical, and that's what I don't like about English, is that English is really illogical with how things are pronounced. I still think that, yeah, personally, I see that staff icon there. I'm not going to fall for that again. Gonna need to protect Orochi by doing this. Personally, I really don't like English. I always feel as if I did not grow up with English as my native language, I would hate English. I feel very sorry for anyone who has to learn English because it's a terrible, terrible language and nobody should ever use it if they can help it. But sadly, it's basically become the, like, you know, official language of most of the world, so... yeah. What can you do about it?
I'm the caramel to your chocolate.
So yes, in short...
You have breathed your last.
You've break your laugh. No, in short, I prefer to pronounce the name of... Really? What is it with Saizoan critting 2 times in a row?
That's it.
That is at least the 3rd time he's done that. Across both playthroughs.
No other way.
I should probably make a Sizor crits twice in a row montage at this rate, because it would actually make a lot of sense. Yeah, I kind of need to heal him.
You won't lose.
Yes, the Sizor crits twice in a row montage. I would still, yeah, really like to do that. I could have Kaldori. Whoa, wow! Kaldori completely destroys her and apparently makes it so that she has no eyes. Or I could just, broken her. To broken. That is an actual, verb now. Oh yeah, no wait, the verb was to Takumi something. Anyway, I forgot to say Dragon's Fane there. This is not actually a defeat boss mission. I wonder if Rajat has special boss quotes with Hayato. She probably does, so yeah. For now, I might want to just send you back here and then have Sakura heal you. But I do think either Kaldori or Asuki should be the one to finish the boss here, because that just makes sense that way. And that's not enough unless she criticals. At least she has enough accuracy to use the Pine Branch, and she crit!
You read what you sow.
Thought she was about to say you breathed your last for a second there.
I did it.
Okay, that's better. Gaining strength. That's nice.
I'm here with you.
And wow, Hayato's actually pretty bulky at this point.
Just in time.
Mostly the Horse Spirit, though, because that boosts his defense by quite a bit.
Expected.
I wonder if there are any more, Faceless here.
You smell like a ghost.
Like I've said before, I'm pretty sure Faceless smell worse than that. Okay, even more reinforcements. I'm okay with that. I could use the extra experience. And yeah, you're both level 8, so I'm kind of fine with you guys. You know what? I have to try this. You know, now I think about it, they would probably have a special quote with Kamui as well. Oh! He can talk to her! That's rare! Normally the children who start off as bosses, you don't actually get to talk to them. Interesting. Let's try that. Yeah, you've completely lost it.
What? Huh? Listen. What?
And he knows nothing about the true reason why Rajat has come. I mean, yeah, I mean, in some ways, if I'd say that, I probably should pronounce your name as Rajat, but you know what? I think it makes more sense as Rajat, because it's kind of like an Indian name. Anyway, so yes, he does not realize...
Rajat?
Oh, and he said it there. I didn't quite get how it was pronounced, though. Oh, wait, she actually did join! Okay, we don't have to fight her. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected. I don't think there have been any more child characters who started as bosses on Birthright, but on Conquest, quite a few characters did. And you could not talk to them with their parents. But that's surprising. You actually can recruit her with Hayato. I didn't know that, so we didn't actually have to fight her at all. Excellent. Maybe she's realized that we actually do not harbor the spawn of Mary Sue amongst us. Doesn't mean that the spawn of Mary Sue may not yet rise one day in the future. So what have I got here? I got Basara, which would give her great resistance, pretty good stats there, or on Myoji, the same speed. The only difference here is that get a little bit lower skill and lower defense, and much lower... But she'd be able to get a much higher tome rank this way. I kind of want her to become an Onmyoji, and wow, yeah, she... Actually, I'm guessing this is more like how Nyx would look on the other route if I used her, but anyway. It is time for Yandere Ascension! But even still, this power is not enough. She'll need more if she wants to defeat the spawn of Sue once they return to this world.
Nice.
But she will make this work, definitely. She is level 8 already, so she doesn't really need the experience from this chapter all that much. I love Takumi being able to just go through all terrain effortlessly. I would do that, but Oboro needs the experience more.
I'm coming with you.
Wow, really? Alright, the Guard Naginata is boosting that by 5. So yeah, overall her stats are kind of balanced. Except the pair-up bonus of Takumi is kind of being a little bit biased there. Let's see if we can't get some more aptitude level ups.
I'll do my best.
And that was, yeah, it was.
Here I come!
Spinning Fox Corkscrew attack! Although whenever someone says, "Here I come," I keep thinking of, Okay, her strength is less than her father's, but her resistance is quite a bit higher. And her other stats are pretty much higher as well, especially her defense. Oh, its base is 14, which is actually the same as Cardin's. Interesting. Didn't realize they both had exactly the same amount of strength, though. Oh, that actually no, Cardin had more. And not to be outdone, Spitting Fox talks for attack number 2.
Such beauty! Payback time!
Okay, yeah, so that was a great level up, and that speed is without the stone bonuses, so that's pretty crazy. Except it's only boosting it by 3. And yeah, his skill is not the best, but it's boosted quite a lot by the... Oh, okay, so her skill's way higher. He's got more HP, though. Interesting. Eventually, aptitude will make the differences between them apparent, but for now... They are looking fairly semi-evenly matched, actually. Okay, Sakura needs to heal Hana now. That was a very close call, and I don't want to take a close call like that again.
I knew you could do it.
And the sweat drop from her face disappears. So this should be almost over, unless more reinforcements come. And let's see if you can outdo your father's level up.
All right.
No speed, interestingly. Okay, so she has way more resistance and a lot more luck and much more skill, so yeah. But he does have more strength and HP. What is that one doing there? It clearly is trying to go for... Yeah, it knows that Hana has a penchant for dying, so... Technically you both need the experience, so yeah.
I'm here too. Prepare yourself.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, you do get 2 extra shield gauges every time you hit with Astra.
Phew.
That is actually really interesting. I'll need to take that into account with my Sword Masters from now on. So Astra is effectively a guaranteed dual guard on the next attack. Okay, so she is level 8 now. Mozu is not, so I need Mozu to get to level 8. I think from this, most of us will be level 8.
You're a bad apple. That went well.
This branch is being pretty cool. And while I could use her... That skill actually sounds quite good, quite effective as a boss killer now that I think about it. I really want her to get some more experience, but yeah, Takumi is going to destroy you.
I hate to do this.
But he hates everything. Oh, wow, Aegis. And that didn't save him, of course.
See? I win.
Because Takumi is broken.
Yes.
And yeah, his speed is kind of average, but he doesn't really need good speed, because that Fuji... Yeah, that is... Wait a second. Wait. Yeah, 14 might is kind of crazy. It's only now that's really becoming apparent. Wow. 14 might. And 10 avoid. It's kind of insane. Well, I can have her attack this one. Oh no, Red Heaven, I was half expecting her to say you're already dead, like she did in Awakening. And nope, nothing. Okay, that's not good. Only 7 turns. I was about to say I suppose Arsuki can fight with her, but actually... Let's put Arsuki with you. And no, that's not good. Oh well. Well, he could get lethality, or he could just crit a lot. Come on, take after your father and double critical. Well, that's... Okay, Aegis works on shurikens. That's good to know. And you didn't even critical at all. But at least he has Poison Strike. And yeah, even the debuff is not going to let her... Yeah, sadly, Kamui will have to finish this fight. And rolling slash.
Alright.
And thus, we have defeated her children. Now, hopefully, she'll be convinced that, that we are not her enemies. The child of Mary Sue is not amongst us. They're in another universe at the moment. I'm sure, though, that Tharja is going to reincarnate in that universe soon, too. But summoning a bunch of faceless in one turn and trying to kill us all is probably not a good idea. She needs the worst possible spells to take on the enemy that she's made.
What?
Well, she's taken after her mother's habit of trolling.
Huh? Seriously? What?
Yeah, if she goes out of this realm, then maybe she could find her. She wants to avoid a confrontation until she's become powerful enough to fight her. Someone who can't read taking charge of magical education, that's probably not going to work. How about a spell to make someone's growths not suck? That would be helpful for Tsubaki.
Huh?
Oh. Get to work on that growth spell as well. Tsubaki needs it.
Huh?
Kamui, be very, very careful there, because if you do a cliched rescue romance and get her affections, she's kind of a little bit, well, more than you would bargain for. Plus, you're already married.
You.
Do you suspect something? Yeah, don't worry. Kamui is not Mary Sue. Kamui is not connected to Mary Sue in any way, shape, or form. Huh. Yeah, that, Kamui, you have no idea what you just got yourself into. Yeah, that's like... That's not a good way to phrase that, yeah. I guess so. And now, every time we say her name, she will appear. So let's avoid saying it from now on. Unless we're being attacked by the spawn of Mary Sue, then we should say it. Then she'll come running to fight. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, that was interesting. That's not a particularly hard paralogue at all, though. Really, that was pretty much fine. Some of my people were underleveled, and still we did pretty decently. And I don't have to tack on an extra thing after this because we already recruited Rajat and used her second seal. Not second, thinking in awakening terms. Already used her seal on herself. So yes, The Eternal Huntress is with us at last. We are now ready in case Mary Sue stages a surprise attack. Which she hopefully won't next time. Next time.